Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to RB Online classes. In our previous class, we were discussed about your seventh lesson from your syllabus, that is the old man and the sea, right? So in this class, we will learn some preposition of time, right? And let us study how to search words in dictionary. So before going to preposition of time, do you know what is preposition? As we have already discussed in our previous classes, preposition is preposition of time. Preposition is a word or group of words which are used before a noun pronoun, just to show direction, time, place, location, to introduce an object. So this is what preposition says here. A preposition is a word or group of words which is used before a noun or pronoun just to show the direction, time, place, location, to introduce an object, or in other words, preposition will tell the position of noun or pronoun in a sentence. This is what the definition of preposition. What it says: it is a word or group of words which is used before a noun or pronoun. It is used before a noun. Preposition is used before a noun or before a pronoun to show the direction, time, place, location, to introduce an object. This is what preposition says here. So preposition, let me tell you some prepositions here. In, these are all some preposition of time which we are studying in this class. First is we use on for these and dates. Next is we use in for months, years, seasons, seasons, centuries, and long periods. Next point is we use it for an exact time. So when we will use this on, we use on for days and dates. Just to inform about days and dates, we use on. Understand? We use on. Then we use in for months. We use in for months, years, seasons, centuries, as well as for long periods. So for what purpose we will use in? To talk about months, years, seasons, centuries, as well as long periods, we use in. And the next thing is we use at. We use at for an exact time. Just to talk about time, we use at. Understand? Where we have to use on, where we have to use in, and where we have to use at, you came to know. So let's see some examples. Preposition is a group of words which is used before a noun or pronoun to show direction, location, time, to introduce an object. That is what preposition we use. So let's on Monday, on 14th March, on my birthday. So let me tell you on in it, right? We use it to show or to talk about time, whereas in for months, years, centuries, as well as long periods. Why we use this on for dates and date, right? We use on just to talk about or what do you say, to inform about dates and days, right? So we use the word in for months, years, seasons, centuries, as well as long periods. And also we use at just to show for an exact time. Understand? So we have used there on Monday, on 14th, on my birthday. So Monday is a day. To talk about day or to for the days we use on. 14th March is indicating the date. So we have used on there. On my birthday is also a day. So we have used on. So next is invite. In June in 2020, last century. The last century. Inventor in the I see why we have why we are using I and in for the month as well as for year, for the centuries and the season and for long period. Why? Because for what do you say? We use in for the months. This is month for year, for centuries, for seasons, as well as for long periods. For all these things, we use I and in, right? So next is at for an exact time, right? Right? At 7 o'clock. at lunchtime. So why we are using this here? Why? Because just to show an exact time. So 7 o'clock is a particular time, whereas lunchtime is also an exact time. So we use what is it? On for days and dates, as well as we use in for months, years, season for centuries, as well as for long period we use in to show someone exact time we use 88. So this is about prepositions of time. They gave you what is it? In your page number 95 from your textbook, complete the sentence with the correct prepositions of time. If you keep it in your mind thoroughly means sure you will write this exercise. Complete the sentences with the correct prepositions of time. They gave you fill in the blanks. For days, what do you have to write? For days or dates, we have to use on. For months, seasons, years, etc., we have to use in. To show an exact time, we have to use at. This is what the says is you have to do it. This is your homework. So next is we have a small poem. The poem number is I'm going to truck. I'm going the truck to the name of poem is I'm going a truck in the morning. So this is a poem written by Ken Nesbitt. So this is fourth poem from your syllabus. Do you like gardening or help out your parents in their garden? Read a humorous poem about a boy who thinks he is growing a truck and other toys in his family garden. So this is a poem about a boy who wants to what to say grow a truck and other toys in his garden instead of growing any seeds. So we will see this poem. I am growing a truck in the garden. It's true, though it may sound bizarre. I am growing a bus and an aeroplane, a rocket, a boat, and a car. So what the boy is telling here? I'm growing a truck in the garden. Usually, what we will grow in our gardens, any flower plants or any seeds, right? So, in this poem, the boy is going to grow a truck. Can you see this? These are all the things he's going to grow in his garden. So, I'm growing a truck in the garden. So, he wants to grow a truck in his garden. It's true, though it may sound bizarre. It is true that the sound will be strange. But when you go, something that something that is bizarre, it is very strange. The meaning of bizarre is nothing but it is very strange. I am growing a bus and an airplane, a rocket, a boat, and a car. Apart from truck, what are the things he is going to grow in his garden? Bus, airplane, rocket, boat, and a car. He is going to grow all these things in his garden. I planted them yesterday morning. I'm sure they will be sprouting up soon. I will water them all every morning and care for them each afternoon. So when he planted them, he planted the vehicles, means his toys, in the yesterday morning itself. So he was sure about that the, what do you say, the toys or the things which he is going to plant on his garden will sure sprouting up soon. The meaning of sprouting is the new plants sprout. When new plants sprout, they begin to grow. They begin to grow above the surface. Begin to grow on the surface of the. So the meaning of sprout is nothing but when we plant new, when the new plant, sorry, when the new plant sprout, they begin to grow above the surface of the soil. That is what sprout here. I will water them all every morning and care for them each afternoon. So every morning he used to water the what is it? Toys, means the truck as well as bus, airplane, boat, car, and rocket. For all those things, he used to water in the morning and he used to care for them on every afternoon. My mother said, "Let's plant a garden." For gardens are one of our joys, but I didn't have any plant seeds, so that's why I planted my toys. So meaning of plant a garden is a garden. You put seeds in the ground. Put seeds in the ground. And wait for the flowers to grow. So the meaning of plant a garden is nothing but you put some seeds in the ground to, and you have to wait for flowers to grow. The boy's mother was very much interested to plant a trees in her garden. So the boy was not having any seeds, so he planted his toys. That is what the boy is telling you. My mother said, "Let's plant a garden." So the let's plant a garden, nothing but plant a garden is you have to put seeds in the ground so that you have to wait for flowers to grow. But I didn't have any plant seeds, so that's why I have planted my toys. When his mother tell him to let's, what is it, plant a garden, but he was not having any seeds of any plant, so he decided to plant his toys. Is there any use if he plant his toys? No, right? Just for his fun thing he did it. That is what he is planting his trees. So this is about the poem I am growing a truck in the garden. So these are all the meanings. Something that is bizarre is very strange. When new plants sprout, they begin to grow above the surface of the soil. And the meaning of plant a garden is if you plant a garden, you put seeds in the ground so that you have to wait for flowers to grow. So this is about I'm growing truck in the garden. So the question answers of this lesson as well as the old man and the sea. Let me send you to a WhatsApp group to PDF. See, if you have any doubts, please contact me. Thank you. Have a nice day.